Oh my god, did you hear about the dragon drama from like way back when? So like a bajillion years ago, in a place called Dominaria, there was this big baddie named the Elder Dragon, but it was lonely. So it decided to just make a clique of other dragons, and they called themselves the Elder Dragons. I know, dramatic. Elder Dragon wasn't like super interested in the day-to-day of being the best babes ever. So this one girlie named Marevia Sal, she stood up, and she became a real queen bee, or dragon. It's whatever. But then there were these things called humans, and they started getting up all in the dragon's space. Nobody was cool with that. So the Elder Dragons showed up and told them to leave. The humans totally freaked out. They were all, we have to take these guys down. They went full beast mode with like dogs and poison and bows. It was medieval. It was weird. They even formed a kingdom led by the guy who killed the dragon queen Marevia Sal. His whole vibe is greedy grandpa with a crown. Anyways, the kingdom has a bunch of top tier dragon slayers as heirs. And they were like way extra. There was like a girl with scars on her face, major boss energy. I want to get to know her better. There's like this hot knight dude. I don't know how I feel about him yet. The two we need to focus on are the king's second wife and the king's son. So the second wife, not only did she invent a dragon killing poison, she also accessorized with pearls like tomorrow would never come. But the son had dragon scale armor, and I think that's kind of hot. Talk about a messy family reunion. So of the Elder Dragons, there was this guy, and his name was Nicol Bolas. And he flies in, and he's like, hey, I can be a puppet master. Now that Marevia Sal is out of the way, I'm the new queen bee. Dragon. So Nicol sweet talks the son into overthrowing his old dad. He didn't think it would work, but the hot son actually managed to pull it off. Nicol saw that, went, bye, and he flew off. But before he flew off, remember how when you broke up with your ex after you found him cheating, you set his car on fire before you broke up with him? Yeah, he did the same thing, except instead of a car, it was the temple that the humans respected and like loved and worshipped in. But then it got crazier. With the overthrow of the king, the second wife turned against everyone, crops were dying, people were starving, cats and dogs were living together. It was very Hunger Games. In the end, it came down to the son and the wife in the ultimate showdown of ultimate destiny. They both went all stabby stab on each other, and then they died together, which is so crazy, right? And then with everyone gone, guess who saunters in and is just like, I'm king now? It was Nicol Bolas. He took over. But the gag is that this was just the beginning of his evil plans.